Hello again, YouTubers. This is what I would call measure the curve 2. Second method, less expensive method. Doesn't require any exotic equipment method. What you would have is two identical, well, not necessarily identical, but two more or less adequate telescopes that can see an image sharply from at least a distance of 2 miles. And stands, of course, not monarch stands, but stands that you can, tripods that you can put the telescopes on. The scenario is this: you're going to have two persons standing 2 miles apart. There are going to be small lights at the top of each telescope, or binoculars, whatever you want to use. And what is going to happen is that you're going to set a height for the first binocular and don't adjust it again. In other words, if you want to set it 4 feet above sea level, have an altimeter with you and set it there. You will communicate, of course, over cell phones or whatever to the other person on the other side, 2 miles away, and they would also set theirs at 4 feet above sea level or whatever else you want to use as your reference. The point is, at that point, if you're standing on a dead flat surface, you should be able to look at each other, of course, straight dead on. But in the natural world, that would not really happen because, of course, there are small curves in the land. So the point is that you're going to adjust that second telescope until you both are aligned perfectly, looking into each other's red LED at the top of that binocular or telescope. And at that point, you will know that you are directly in line with each other horizontally. Then, the simplest thing to do to find how the curve goes is to measure the length or the distance between, or the height between the ground and that point under which you attach the telescope on both instruments. And of course, the difference is the difference in height because of the curve, if there is a difference in height. Now, of course, you all know the chart. It's familiar. I'm going to put a link for it down at the bottom, or I'm going to show you a presentation of it again so that you can see that there's actually a curve. If the earth is round, supposedly there is a curve that it should follow according to the formula that says the square of the distance multiplied by 8 should give you the distance of drop over that distance. In other words, if I'm standing on a dead flat plane looking horizontally, I should be able to see something at the height of my eyes, at the same height of my eyes, a mile away, 2 miles away, 3 miles away, shouldn't matter. But at 1 mile away, according to the formulas that they give us for the curvature of the earth, my eyes should be 8 inches lower on the other end. And then again, it should be 2 squared, that's 4, 8, 32. 32 inches lower for 2 miles. 3 squared is 9. 9, 8, 72. It should be 72 inches lower, and so on and so forth. In this case, we want to see if you can measure the curvature at all. This would be a fun thing to do with one of your friends. Where I live, it's all city around me. There's nowhere I can go that has 2 miles straight, and besides that too, I ain't got no friends right where I'm at right now. But I plan to do this, and guys, get on it. Tell me what your results are, and hey, let's share it, man. Let's hear it. Thank you.